Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, my learners. How are you today? Our topic for today is risk factors in food too. That is, we are going to talk about examples of risk factor. But before we proceed, I would like us to revise on our last topic, which was the meaning of risk factors in food. The meaning of risk factors in food. These are the practices that we do that cause illness or damage to our health. That is, food should make us to grow, to be healthy and stay alive. But there are some practices we embark upon which make the food to be bad and cause sickness to our body. For example, you adding a particular content that is not supposed to be in food, you adding it to that particular food. This is called risk factors in food. So today we'll be talking about the examples of risk factors in food. The first one is adulteration. Adulteration is an act of mixing two or more substances that cannot go together. Adulteration makes food bad by adding wrong materials to a given substances. For example, adding salt to milk, adding sugar to stew. That is, the meaning of adulteration, you adding two or more substances that cannot go together. This is called adulteration. You adding a particular wrong materials that is not supposed to be in a particular content. This is called adulteration. For example, adding salt to milk, adding sugar to stew, or you adding melanin to milk. This is called adulteration because they cannot go in line together. So you adding a particular content that does not go in line together is called adulteration in food. That is, you putting sugar to stew. Sugar and stew does not go together, so this is called adulteration. Then another one is food fraud. That is when a person change the container or label of a given food before selling it. This is called food fraud. When a person change the label of the container or move a given food from its original container to another container in order to deceive the buyer to buy fake fake products as if it is original. This is called food fraud. That is the meaning of food fraud. When a person tries to change the container or label of a given food before selling it out, this is called food fraud. For example, I have Milo sardine and I have Napa sardine. I now decided to move the Napa sardine, the content inside the Napa sardine. I now decided to move it to Milo sardine in order to deceive those people that will buy it that this is Milo sardine, whereas it is Napa sardine that I moved into this Milo sardine. This is called food fraud because I'm trying to deceive those people that will buy it in order to make them to know that this is Milo sardine, whereas it is Napa sardine. That is, I'm making them to buy fake products, whereas it looks as if it is original. It's not that particular content that is supposed to be inside that particular content that is inside. I'm trying to change the label, that is deceiving the people that this is Milo sardine, whereas it is Napa sardine. I try to change the container. This is called food fraud. Then another thing is agrochemical induced. That is the meaning of agrochemical induced. The meaning of agro, it means agric. That is, it's mainly used in agric. That is agrochemical induced. That is you adding chemical to crop. This is called agrochemical induced. That is, most of these farmers we see here, they normally add agrochemical to their crops in order for the crops to germinate faster so they can easily make their sales. So this is called agrochemical induced. Whereas you adding this agrochemical to this crop, it really affects our health. It causes danger to our health. So this agrochemical induced are chemicals that are being used in agriculture to preserve crops. That is, they use it to preserve crops. It makes the crops to easily grow faster, and this farmer will now be able to sell it, and they will be able to make their sales. Whereas this particular agrochemical induce, it affects our health, it causes danger to our health. You can see this picture. This is a picture of food adulteration. That is, they are trying to inject a particular thing into them. They are trying to inject this fruit. This is called food adulteration. They want to add the content that is not supposed to be in it, add it to this fruit. This is called food adulteration. Then you can see this picture too. They are trying to induce this vegetable. This is called agrochemical induced. Then you can see this. This is an example of food fraud. If you look at this shape, it looks like apple, whereas it is orange that is inside. This is called food fraud. That is, they try to change the label of this particular product, whereas it looks like apple, whereas it is orange that is inside. So this will be the end of our class. Thank you.